many teams, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Marvin Hall returning it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he works free. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Chubb again.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Round 7, Eagles nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Complete.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
A gain of 4.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jay. This is caught at the 20. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there for Philly. 52 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Sanders, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Is good.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Alert!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. We call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Let's get it. Watch 36.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. The battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Score Eagles 21, Browns 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 25. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
By the Eagles.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
On first down, Sanders. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
Mac Wilson.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Complete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
They'll live to fight another down, right?
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now a timeout taken.
That's a game.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 68 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
3rd down.
Hey, alert 33.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 84 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
Boston Seibert on for the point after.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 79 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they just...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns get a score closer.
Boston Seibert on for the point after.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4 yards.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Running right, here's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now again, right side. It's Sanders. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd down and 13.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mayfield now. He finds Beckham complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Mayfield. This into the hands of Marvin Hall, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 11 back on that third down. On third down, here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield with it once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 5, 2nd and 4. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another run with Sanders. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Mack Wilson on the tackle.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now